Under this topic, we get one problem in this chapter. The topic is on the behalf of scientist name Poisson's ratio. Now let us take a wire. When the mass is suspended, when the load is suspended, its length is increases. But what about thickness? The thickness or radius, what happened? Decreases. Scientist Poisson is established relation between the elongation or increase of length of the wire as well as decrease of thickness or decrease of radius of the wire. Now let us see. Under the suspension of load or mass suspended on the wire, length is increases, length L is increases, but its thickness or radius decreases. Under the suspension of load or mass on the wire, length L is increases, but its thickness or radius decreases. We know that delta L by L is called by longitudinal strain, but here another one, delta R by R is called lateral strain. This delta R by minus delta R by R is called lateral strain, or also called as transverse contraction strain. Why? When the mass is suspended, this is longitudinal, this is transverse. In the transverse, thickness or radius, what happened? Decreases. That's why contraction. Transverse, this is transverse contraction strain. Strain means change of its magnitude by original magnitude. So minus delta R by R, in this one R, original radius of the wire. What is minus delta R? Change in radius of the wire. Negative sign indicates contraction. Why we can take negative sign? Here it is contraction. Are you followed? Length is increases, radius is decreases. Decreases means contraction denoted by minus. Original radius is R. When suspension of the mass, radius is decreases, contrast, that's why minus delta R. Minus delta R by R called as lateral strain. Now, this lateral strain is proportional to longitudinal strain. Lateral strain is proportional to longitudinal strain. Minus delta R by R proportional to delta L by L. We know that when proportionality is removed, we get one constant. Here the constant is denoted by sigma. When the proportionality is removed, we get one constant. The constant is denoted by sigma. Sigma is equal minus delta R by R. What is minus delta R by R? Lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Sigma is called Poisson's ratio. Sigma is called Poisson's ratio. Now, this Poisson's ratio has range. Theoretical range. Theoretical range means mathematical range. The range of Poisson's ratio between minus 1 to 0.5. Minus 1 to 0.5 theoretical range means by the mathematical. 0 to 0.5 metals range. For metals, how much it has? 0 to 0.5. But experimentally, we get sigma value is 0.2 to 0.4. This is about Poisson's ratio. Experimentally, what is the range of the Poisson's? 0.2 to 0.4. Theoretical minus 1 to 0.5 and experimental 0 to 0.5. Okay, what is the Poisson's ratio? Ratio between, if you want to write the definition, how we can write? Ratio between lateral strain to longitudinal strain is called Poisson's ratio. Okay, what is the definition? Ratio between lateral strain to longitudinal strain is called Poisson's ratio. If we can write delta is equal to lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Okay, right, this is about Poisson's ratio. This is also important for problem purpose. We have one problem, we get 3-4 times in the examination under 2 marks question.